Hi friends, Shalom, Rabbi Jenny Solomon here in Raleigh, North Carolina on this last day of the counting of the Omer, this 49th day as we prepare for Shavuot, which begins this evening. A moment of commemorating the giving of the Torah and of us receiving it, something that we renew truly on a daily basis, but celebrate once a year on Shavuot. And we also celebrate this culmination of growth, of traveling part of the way through the wilderness from our liberation from Egypt, from that place of narrowness and constriction, into this next phase of wandering through the wilderness as we make our way to our own promised land. So on this final day of the counting of the Omer, the day is called Malchut Shebe Malchut, or Shekhina Shebe Shekhina, sort of the masculine and the feminine, although they mean slightly different things, but this full culmination of having moved through all the sfirot, all the divine emanations which exist in the DNA of the world and also in our own spiritual and very physical DNA, as weeks and days filled with opportunities for growth and contemplation, for intentional action and intentional being. And in this final day, we focus on Shekhina, the full manifestation of Shekhina. So in the Kabbalistic tradition, Shekhina comes from that word Shekhin or Mishkan, Shokhin, which means dwelling. The word Mishkan for a sanctuary that traveled with the Israelites through the desert comes from this same word for indwelling. And there's this idea that also our bodies become a mishkan, each one of us sort of creating a space, a home for the divine to dwell. And we see this even in a text from the Torah, from Deuteronomy, in which Moses tells the people, the Israelites, that the Torah, don't think that it's in the heavens, that it's way up there, whatever that means, for someone else to go get and bring back. And don't think that it's across the sea, so far away, for someone else to go find and return and transmit to you. No, the Torah lo b'shamayim hi, it's not in the heavens, and it's not in the sea. It's as close as our mouths and our hearts. So again, a reminder that this Torah, this wisdom, this sacred teaching and instruction that we aspire to take in for ourselves, to observe and to live out in the world, is not far from us. It's not unattainable, and it's not for someone else to go and find and transmit to us. It is as close as our mouths and our hearts, dwelling right here in the body, in our bodies, in our breath. So I want to take these last couple of moments of preparation for Shavuot to close our eyes and to settle in, and to remember that receiving the Torah isn't as much about going out there and learning from what's out there, as it is acknowledging what is already in here. The text that is transmitted to us by others on the outside serves to remind us what is already indwelling within us. And so when we're looking for wisdom, for sacred instruction, sometimes all we need to do is close our eyes, get still, breathe, open our hearts, examine what is in our mouths, the words of our own truth. And in turning towards the embodied experience, truth arising here and now in each moment, we come flush with Shekhina, with that divine indwelling presence. The Shekhina is also an acknowledgement of the many within the one. And though Shekhina is often placed sort of at the bottommost point on a spherotic map, there is no up and no down. In the mystical tradition, the body, the natural world, is the most elevated spiritual place we can be. And so it is that the mystics of our tradition actually orient the Shekhina, that full manifestation of the divine, that emanation that holds all the other emanations, and often position it as being in a circle right up against Keter, the very first of the Sefirot, so that it is one circle containing the many, so that we exist within that circle, holding it all. And I want to share a final meditation from Dr. Art Green. Nothing is at the beginning. Nothing is at the end. Let me be a vessel drawing together one with one, so they become one in my hands, so that we become one in your hands. One within, one beyond, one above, one below, one right, one left, one he, one she, one I, one thou, 10 in one in 10, present here, present now. All is at the beginning, all is at the end. So as with all things in life, there are only end beginnings and beginning endings. Every ending is the opening of a new beginning, and each new beginning marks an ending. So with this completion of counting the Omer, we honor the journey that we've traveled. We open ourselves up to the one that is yet to come. The Torah doesn't end with us reaching the promised land. The very moment that we read the very last word in the Torah, as we know on Simchat Torah in the fall, we read the first word once again. Just as we end, we don't pause for but a moment to to begin the cycle once again. And so it is one big circle. I'm grateful to be part of your circle and for you to be a part of mine. And look forward to continuing to have these mincha moments. I'll be them outside of the counting of the Omer, as we just find moments through the week to pause and reconnect with our souls, with our breath, the neshama and the neshima, which anchor us just in our awareness of them to the Shekhina, to the indwelling presence which dwells and resides in each one of us. Chag Sameach, friends.